Hey everybody, this is AYG's Alpha Team here with another video for the Division. This video is going to be about all the different ways you can get classified gear when there's not a global event going on. So in between the global events you can still get classified gear. And during the global events you can still get classified gear this way, but you can also get it, just from getting classified caches. But anyways, so let's get right in it. There are two main ways to get classified gear when there's not a global event. One is specific caches that exist in the Dark Zone and the open world, and just various caches that you can get. We'll go over all these in a second. And then also named enemies in the open world and the Dark Zone, and essentially it's any named enemy you come across. But again, we'll go over all the places too. So first up is specific caches. Specific caches give you roughly a 1% chance at getting a classified or exotic drop. But we're not going to talk about exotics, we're just going to talk about these classified gear. The different caches are field proficiency caches, PvP caches, proficiency caches, which exist now in 1.8, underground caches, survival caches, last stand caches, skirmish caches, resistance tier 2 caches, they give you a 23% chance, and then also the chests in the Dark Zone that require a key, those also have a chance. It's the same 1% chance. Now specifically, it's going to be these actual names for the caches. So you can get other caches like sealed gear caches, sealed weapon caches, in the various activities that you can do. But these ones with these names are the only ones that have the chances to drop the classified gear. And again, it's a 1% chance. So, you're going to be opening a ton of them anyway. You might as well try and get some. There's ways to farm it too, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're just here to talk about the different ways to get them. And then next up is the other way to get them is named enemies in the open world or the Dark Zone. Now named enemies give you roughly 3% chance to get a piece of classified gear. So, and this is any named enemy. I listed them all here too. Let me just go over them. Story missions, incursions, HV, high value targets, side missions, open world just roaming, the open world bosses, DZ landmarks, DZ contamination events, DZ supply drops, and any of the named bosses in Underground and Survival, but not the Last Stand. Last Stand, they just give you Shite Tech because that's all that playstyle's supposed to do. So, not the Last Stand. But essentially, any named enemy you come across in the open world or the Dark Zone, no matter what you're doing, those all have a 3% chance to drop classified gear and to drop exotics. But we're not talking about exotics. Now, just so you guys know, I'm not playing around. I got some shots of me actually getting some classified gear. This is Strings. He's one of the open world named bosses. I farm these guys all the time because they're super easy and you don't have to worry about Dark Zone people stealing your crap. But yeah, I got a striker backpack. Not bad. Now, you don't have to stay in the open world to do it. Like I got another shot of me grabbing another classified piece. I'm at one of the Dark Zone landmarks right here. Just killed the name guy. I gotta finish cleaning up the landmark before I pick it up because these guys will not leave you alone. But yeah, open world to me is just a safer bet. That way you don't have to worry about people taking your stuff. You can do them anywhere. Like I said, any named boss anywhere will give you one. So you gotta find them as your backpack. Pretty awesome. Looking forward to it. So now all I have to do is extract it. But lo and behold, I try and go to the safe room just to get some ammo. Give these guys a friendly wave. Apparently it wasn't friendly enough. And this is just something you're gonna come across. That's why you gotta kind of take it with a grain of salt. If you get something in the Dark Zone, there's a chance, maybe not a good chance, but there's a chance you might not make it out with it. So I didn't really need the piece, so I didn't really care about running away from these guys. Wasn't too keen on just taking it out of here. I just wanted the footage to show that it can happen. These guys take me down because it's 4v1. And I lose my stuff. And I went back to check, and yeah, they definitely picked it up. But it's just one of the things you got to deal with when you're in the Dark Zone, so just keep that in mind when you're farming. And then also, I wanted to show you that these are the caches that I got from Last Stand. Sealed weapon caches are one of the ones that do not give you classified gear. And then also the sealed gear caches. It's another weapons cache. And these gear caches are also, they don't drop classified gear, so just keep that in mind. Only the ones that are named Last Stand caches. like this one right here. So less than caches, you get your 4 pieces, and then if you are lucky enough to get a classified like this, it's going to drop as a bonus item. So these are the ones that have 1% chance. And another thing is, after you reach level 40, I just hit level 75 right here. Every 5 intervals, you get every time you level up, you get a cache, but every 5 intervals, you get a classified cache, which also has a chance to be a classified gear set or regular still. So there's still a chance you might not get it, but it does also drop classified gear. So every 5 levels in PvP, you have a chance. You get one of those caches, just gives you a really good, almost 100% chance of actually getting classified gear. But that's one other way that you can get them with the caches. And that's everything, guys. This is just more footage of me cleaning up these named guys in the open world. I just wanted to get that out there because I've had a few questions about it, so I thought I'd just put a video out. This is how you get those caches when there's no global event happening. You can still go out there and get them. Actually got almost another full final measure from just doing this, so it's definitely lucrative. You definitely can get something out of it. Definitely try it out. Go ahead and leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more from REgaming.com. Also, shoot us a comment if you have any questions, you want to give us any feedback. It's always appreciated. Until then, go ahead, game on.
Game on! Yeah, game on!